Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're going to talk about our Wyvern 13 one-shot brought to you by Must. He's who gave me all the stats. I just basically copied his, and yeah, it's a pretty easily done run, I feel. I think it's got a lot of freedom. I think the gear isn't super high quality. It's good, but not amazing. And yeah, the problem is it does take these units for the most part, and it does take SSB with her Rengar special drink. And if you don't have Rengar special drink, I think you need some insane DPS stats, so be ready for that. Yeah, let's just jump into this here. I'm really enjoying this team because it's just so fast. It's just super fast. So we have the I won't put it up here for today because somebody told me it was distracting. We'll go down here. We have the Sinful Angelica here. She's on the super duper soaker, and this gives you attack and effectiveness. Not necessary, but it does help. Anything to boost there. All that matters on her is over 200 speed. I think 200 to 210 or something like that works great. And over 200% effect resistance. That's all that matters. Effectiveness obviously doesn't matter. Health, defense, none of that matters whatsoever. So all you need to reach are those two stat points here. You can see this literally does like nothing for her except for the 6%. And even that's over. It's just there to fill up the speed set. Yeah, and pause if you want to see any specific pieces of gear, right? Like, it's not great gear here. And speaking of not great gear, our next up is Flan. Warhorn is required to make this work smoothly. It also increases the attack, so it makes it a lot easier to hit your requirements and breakpoints for your Cigarette and your SSB. And for this, all that matters is 145 speed, specifically right around there, and over 100% effectiveness. Everything else doesn't matter. And yeah, we just put on whatever gear to get exactly 145 speed. That's literally what I did. And next up, we have let's go with our Cigarette first. So Cigarette, obviously you need Daydream Joker. We're on the Sever damage from Queen's Keepsake, her exclusive equipment. And as for gear, just as much damage as physically possible with 135 speed approximately. You can try speed tuning slightly different, and you'll see it might go differently than the run I show you in a second, so that's why speed is kind of very important. 85% crit rate is all you need here. As much crit damage as possible, as much attack as possible. Defenses don't matter, and effectiveness doesn't really matter either. This is her gear, and you can see, like, this is the free gear here. This is just not a very good piece. Even 4% of this crit is wasted, and I think I'm even over crit damage here, and there's no attack. This one is obviously pretty good. Effectiveness doesn't matter there. Lots of attack here, lots of attack and crit damage and stuff here, and a pretty subpar pair of boots as well. So that is a Cigarette there, and let's go into the SSB really quickly. And as for SSB, you need as high of a Rengar special drink as possible. Every time this doesn't proc, your run has failed. So it's very important to get this as high as you can. As for speed, 179 is, I think, the requirement to outspeed the little doofuses in the first run, the first wave. And as much attack, crit rate, crit damage as possible. Again, you need over 85% crit rate. Anything more than that is a waste. Anything under that is not good. And as much crit damage as possible here. So her gear is pretty solid, and you can make her usable elsewhere as well by just giving her all around balanced gear, but it's not what I went for. I just went for specifically Wyvern, and that is it, since that's kind of just where I use her right now. And you can see with his gear here, like, these two pieces are pretty great. This one here, same, pretty great. This one here, we're wasting 18% defense. That's not used whatsoever. Another really great piece, and another really great piece. So I was gonna say the gear isn't too great, but it actually is pretty well itemized, so my bad there. Yeah, so that's the team here. Anyways, let's go into the run and see how it does. Okay, let's get into this, and I'll try to go through it step by step here, just to make sure you understand what's going on. So we're gonna start off with our first turn here, which is Singelica's skill 3. It then goes into Bellona's skill 3, and if your Bellona goes after these two Deuterinos, you're doing it wrong. You need to make sure that she goes first. They hit us twice, which is going to proc our skill 2, and right here needs to kill everything. You can see here I didn't have enough damage without Rangar's special drink, so very important that happens exactly like this. As for this phase here, she gets bodied, doesn't really matter. You need the ER here, of course. Warhorn pops us further ahead, and this is going to give us defense break. If we miss defense break, we fail the run. It's fine. We get a dual attack there. We get an attack from SSB. We then body her with our Sigret, and you can see here, not a lot of damage done, but it's fine. This kills the Singelica. Then we get an attack here. We then get a boost up onto the Sigret. Sigret goes next, and then we get a kill here. And we can see we are very much over the damage. We did like 40,000 more than was required there. So that is an ideal run, and that's what happens pretty much every time, except for when you miss a defense break. So I'm just going to leave this running for a little bit. Enjoy the sweet tunes, and we'll just show you some runs naturally so you can compare them to yours.
Filthy creatures. It's time to tear them to pieces.
I thought this could be fun. Now I'm getting bored. I won't go easy on you. You pay up.
Over here.
Here I go. For his lofty goal.
Let's start with something light.
15%ed!
You're not very good, are you?
Obey.
The power to take another's life.
This is what you get for ruining my vacation. Ow! It's too late to back out now. Fighting me because
I know your secret. Anybody there?
I will follow. Please disappear.
Let's start with something light. I won't hold back this time.
Vanish into darkness.
Sometimes darkness can become your light.
I thought this could be fun. Now I'm getting bored. I won't go easy on you.
Filthy creatures. It's time to tear them to pieces.
I'm getting tired of you. Bye-bye now. Let's start with something light.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Understood. Please disappear.
It's too late to back out now.
You're not very good, are you?
Remove all obstacles.
Fuck!